So let's get out to the action as we'll pick things up at the par 5 16th hole. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And she'll get a stroke back. Well, now to the 17th, and it is always a fascinating struggle here between trust and fear, commitment and collapse. At the 17th, you're never really safe. 6-shot lead, you'd still watch the leader play the 17th. To be a good one here at 17, right? 8 feet remaining here for birdie. Yes, and good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdies at 16 and 17. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Yeah, that's going to work just fine in the fairway here at 18, and now they'll seek the birdie that could win them the tournament. Well, as a young professional, it is a process. You're contending, you're leading a tournament, then you're sleeping on a lead, and ultimately you hope winning that event. Noda, you've been there. What is it like?
It's a difficult process to put yourself into. Learning how to be in contention is an essential part of the professional game, but learning how to close these events out and put yourself in the winner's circle, well, that's the last piece to the puzzle.
Oh, the water obviously not just in play off the tee, problems there on the approach, and that winds up in the lake. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Okay, a little disappointing here at the finish, but still a tie atop the leaderboard. So now it's just time to see what transpires. So the troubles at 18 don't write a complete end to the script. There'll be an opportunity to right that wrong as we head to extra holes. So we'll start here. A good opportunity for separation for our players as they head back to 16 to once again take on this par 5. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida and TPC Sawgrass, live final round coverage of the Florida Open. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer's going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work as we look at the early leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. So let's get out to the action as we'll pick things up at the par 5 16th hole. That is starting right. Got to be careful over there. Oh, and let's hope that's not a precursor of things to come. It is into the lake here at 16. So now from the fringe, a long chance, but a chance nonetheless for an eagle. A dead-on look here for birdie. Yes, a very well-played hole. That's in for birdie. And she'll get a stroke back. Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
Well, fortunately that is dry, but it is short of the green. Here comes a second now from right of the green. Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Yeah, that's going to work just fine. In the fairway here at 18, and now they'll seek the birdie that could win him the tournament. Good chance at one. Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe a little half. It's a good shot. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will finish off our round of golf. Well, Frank, I guess we can say, hello, world. It is a Sunday to remember our featured player, a champion for the very first time.
Let the celebrations ring in, that's for sure, and let the career fully ignite and start and go stratospheric.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Notably Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Harbortown Golf Links in South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Hilton Head Invitational. 18 holes, that's all we get to try and find a champion. It's a daunting task, but someone's going to shoot the low round of the day and walk off with a title as we look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 2 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and she's going to hold on here at even par. On now to the second hole, the first of 3 par 5s here at Harbortown. At a mere 502 yards, it is also the shortest of these par 5s. Any misses right or left of the fairway could block you out from going for the green in 2, but a drive of the short grass could open up one of the best scoring opportunities on the course. All right, in the fairway. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. Up next, the 469-yard par 4 third. Trees lining both sides of the fairway, so a straight tee shot is imperative. More bogeys than birdies here, so most players are happy with a par. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yes, there's 135 yards to the flag, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Oh, she got a great swing. I really like that ball swing. I love that shot too. Inside 10 feet.
By the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. Okay, that one in for par. And she'll remain at 1 under par. This is vintage Pete Dye, isn't it? Risk and reward, 200-yard par 3 fourth. Obviously, you need to carry that water hazard running the entire length of this hole. You're going to miss. You miss right. You don't want to miss it short or long, that's for sure. That's where the Gators are waiting for some golf balls. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round will win the day. 11 feet away. Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And she'll get a stroke back. Now to the second of the par 5s, the 549-yard fifth. It's a dogleg left off the tee with bunkers on either side of the fairway, but a good drive up near or beyond that cart path should leave you with a good look into a green that slopes off to the right. Another good drive. That's been a key, and a few more of those as this round goes along would do wonders in trying to hold on and win this tournament. really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. Onward now to the 419-yard par 4-6. Dogleg right. Best to aim the tee shot to the left of the fairway bunker on the right. Land there, and the green is very accessible, and a birdie might be in the offing. She's starting this one toward the right. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. So this, Iona, her second from the fairway.
136 is the number, and the pin right at the back.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and the lead will remain 1. We've spoken already about the need for precision here at Harbortown. That'll be put to the test here at the 195-yard par 3 7th. Yes, there's water. Yes, there's sand. But the biggest issue, the 2 giant trees serving as gatekeepers to this narrow green. Just hit the shot sometimes, you maneuver it, and that's a really good example right there. Beautifully executed. A 6-footer now for birdie. Yes, wins that one right in. Gets a birdie here at the 7th. And she'll get a stroke back. Now to the hole many consider the most difficult of all here at Harbortown, the par 4 8th. Finding the fairway is an absolute must off the tee, as you will need to have the right angle of attack to approach this long, narrow green. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in a bunker. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And that cushion's going to remain 2 shots. We wrap up the front 9 here at Harbortown with the 332-yard par 4 9th. What this hole lacks in distance, it makes up for by forcing golfers to be strategic off the tee. A large bunker prevents tee shots from running on, so best to lay up short and take a wedge into this boomerang-shaped green. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet, though, coming back. Well hold. That's in for her par at the 9th. And that'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. The back 9 starts here at the 451-yard par 4 10th. This hole offers one of the few real wide landing zones to take aim at. However, beware of the lagoon left. If you can find the short grass, birdie is very much in play. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. This one looks right on point.
PGA Tour, Korn Ferry Tour, I don't care. That is a great shot.
A 5-footer now for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And her lead moves to 3 now as she looks to finish this off. The 11th hole now at 436 yards. One thing you'll notice about this fairway, the further up you get, the narrower it becomes. So some would say 3-wood, not the worst of ideas here. That will do just fine. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
124 yards to the front. 135 to the hole. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
12 feet still to go. That one just going to sneak on by. So that crushed in for par here at 11. And this is going to stay a 2-shot lead. On to the 12th now at 430 yards. We've had a handful of right-to-lefters so far. This one's going to work the other way. As we've mentioned before, accuracy is the key off the tee, as some of those pine trees can reach out and grab you if your tee shot's not where it needs to be. Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
5 feet now for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And the lead swells to 4 with 6 holes to play. So many visually arresting holes here at Harbortown. This might be the best of the bunch. The 373-yard par 4 13th. Architect Pete Dye created some of the best work that golf has ever seen. But credit the design on this hole, as well as the 17th at TPC Sawgrass, to his wife, Alice, who drew up this design, how's this, on a napkin.
They've all been going straight up until that one. A little bit of a test coming up. Awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And the lead's going to stay at 3. The 14th now at Harbor Town, a par 3 at 190 yards. Don't let the fact that this is the number 18 handicap hole fool you. The danger is self-evident on this hole as water runs all along the right side of the green. That one's going to continue off the back of the green, but it shouldn't be too bad from back there. Okay, good putt, and a par here at 14. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Now to the lone par 5 on this backside, the longest hole on the course, the 588-yard par 5 15th. This one is a toughie, featuring a narrow landing area off the tee with bunkers on both sides, as well as a somewhat blind second shot requiring a pretty good right-to-left angle of attack. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a third shot on this par 5, get one close, maybe make 4.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And this will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field. The final 3-hole stretch begins here at the 434-yard par 4 16th. It's a dogleg left with an expanse of sand running along much of the entire left side of the hole. That is going to come to rest squarely in the center of the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
117 to the hole. Pin is on the front left part of the green. Gap wedge flying in right over the flagstick. Good looking.
Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. That's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And it may be all about style points now. It's a 4-shot cushion with 2 holes left to play. You come to the 17th hole and you finally realize, well, that's right, I'm on an island. It's a par 3 measuring out at 174 yards. A spectacular view looking out over the water toward Defusky Island. The biggest issue here, that bunker that juts across the front and left portions of the green. Okay, that one's dancing. Spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17, and the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. The 18th hole, one of the real signature holes on the PGA Tour. It's a par 4 at 472 yards, sort of a visually awkward landing area. You want to make sure you don't hit it through the fairway and into the hazard, but a good drive sets up a gorgeous finish, taking dead aim at that beacon of a lighthouse. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it.
Playing a full 180 yards now. This will be a 5-foot putt here.
Okay, a good putt, able to save par here at 18, and that will mean it is a round of 63, 8 under par, absolutely scintillating. Frank, unquestionably a satisfying victory for our featured player. You won 15 times on tours around the world, including the PGA Tour. What's the significance of the second victory?
It's a great question, Rich, and I think that to answer you simply, it's huge, but to sort of detail it more, the first one, there's always question marks. People tag around, is it a fluke? Were they lucky? Did they chip in on the last? So you work just as hard, if not harder, for the second one.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the province of Alberta and Banff Springs Golf Course, live final round coverage of the Canadian Championship. Well, this is the essence of golf distilled. 18 holes to decide our winner. Every decision is impactful. Every misstep a potential tournament wrecker as we look at the current leaderboard. Some good names up there, including our leader. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. And that ball not gonna stick as it makes its way back and off the front edge of the green. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And she'll remain at even par. Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start. Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. That is a low, penetrating ball flight, very well executed. This from about 10 feet. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And she'll get a stroke back. Now to another par 3. This is the 4th hole, 192 yards, way down the hill.
It's going to play closer to 170 yards, Rich. You're going to have to reduce that distance by at least a couple of clubs. And consequently, if you hit one hanging up in the air, if you get a breeze that goes through that valley, it's going to start to sort of move that ball around. So just keep your eyes open there where that breeze is coming from.
And that one gonna wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and the break here from right to left is the main consideration. It's fairly flat overall. You've got to consider the line.
Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, fifth hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the fifth, and she's going to stay at -3. Now at the sixth hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards, and the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you want for your second shot.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. 14 feet to the hole. Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Safely in for par here at the sixth. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. Do you know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards if you belt one off the tee. Well, you might avoid the bad luck.
That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing and a big drive as well.
Oh, such a sweet 3-wood. Actually too good, if anything. It just flew through the air. And a little unlucky that first bounce. That was like rock hard.
Pretty good. All that remains for a birdie 4. That one brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. And she'll get a stroke back. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
That one safely on the putting surface. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And this is a putt you should make 7 out of 10 times. Looks to be dead straight, nothing to push it offline.
Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. And that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6 under par. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And we are back on this beautiful day here at Banff Springs in the Canadian Rockies, set to kick off all the action on the back nine. The 10th begin with a par 3, Frank, 218 yards.
And I have no idea why this is called Little Bow, because over 200 yards, you really have to bow up with this tee shot here, that's for sure. Bending there, you need something that comes out of the gate very, very straight and with a decent height on it as well, if you want to land on that left side of the green and make it stop.
Boy, this is just way too much club for a front hole location. That was completely overcooked. From about 8 feet. Safely in. Well, it's a par here at the 10th. And she's going to stay at 6 under par. So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Maybe a little frustration there. Got a little too much sand and not enough golf ball, and that will come up quite a bit short. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Safely in. Yeah, it's a bogey here at number 11. And she'll drop back now to 5 under. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. All right, Frank, another chance to make something happen here at the 12th.
You could come in here a little low, try and skip it back towards the flag as it starts to narrow up to the back of the green. But anything a little underneath the flag, maybe slightly to the right of it, is going to be a better place to putt from.
Okay, center of the green, a good safe shot. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Oh, never a doubt. That one was tracking the entire way. It is in for a spectacular birdie. And she'll get a stroke back.
Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225-yard 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but the hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to stick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first two-thirds of the green.
And this is the exact wrong time for that. In contention in the final round, but this is into the heavy stuff. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And her score is going to stay right where it is.
On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. From the fairway, Nota, her second coming up.
117 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting on the right.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And her score is going to stay right where it is.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Second shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left.
There's 5 feet left.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And her score is going to stay right where it is.
Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
This started toward the left side. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Second shot now from right at 100 yards. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and her score's going to stay right where it is.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Yeah, pretty stylish right there. Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. And with it, she'll get a stroke back.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
How about that for a blast out of the bunker? Nearly hold it for eagle. Oh, yes, what a job here at 18 to tie for the lead. And now it's just time to sit back and see what happens. So after the tournament-altering birdie at 18, we'll head to extra holes to decide a champion. No winner yet. We'll keep going until we get one or until the sunlight fades. But for now, it's on to another sudden death hole. No winner yet. We'll keep going until we get one or until the sunlight fades. But for now, it's on to another sudden death hole. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the province of Alberta and Banff Springs Golf Course, live final round coverage of the Canadian Championship. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer's going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work as we look at the early leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. So let's get out there for the final few holes as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 16.
After that great tee shot, this is really an ideal situation. Between 90 and 100 yards, really there's nothing to stop you going straight at this flag. Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And she's going to stay at 8 under par.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards of par 4, that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
That's right where you want to be. A good drive here at the 17th with the tournament on the line. All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Talk about electrifying this crowd. How about that one? A bomb for birdie at 17. And she'll get a stroke back.
Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole.
This has really been fun to watch. The evolution, the growth of an outstanding young player. And Noda now with a chance to win 2 in a row on the Korn Ferry Tour. What have you seen as you've watched the last couple of tournaments?
Well, winning in consecutive weeks is about as common as seeing a $2 bill, which is you don't see it very often. And in this particular case, can the confidence garnered from that first win carry on to a second?
Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release and good shape. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, birdie at the last. It is a birdie finish. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. So this, a tremendous week of golf. And in the end, for our featured player, Frank gets a 3rd career victory.
And a good one. They're starting to come a little quicker. I think confidence is starting to grow. It'll be really interesting these next 12 months to see if they can absolutely springboard from this position.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Bandon Dunes on the central coast of Oregon, it's live final round coverage of the regular season finale, the Oregon Championship. 18 holes, that's all we get to try and find a champion. It's a daunting task, but someone's going to shoot the low round of the day and walk off with a title as we look at the early leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. So one win already this season on the Korn Ferry Tour. Now in contention for a second. Nota Begay III is with us. Nota, you won 4 times on the PGA Tour, and that's where they're all trying to get to. What do you draw on at this point in time?
Well, you look to grit, you look to determination, and maintain your ability to stay aggressive in key moments. There's going to be some opportunities to keep the gas down, and the difference between losing and winning on the Korn Ferry Tour is being aggressive in those key moments.
And at this point, Nota, do you say, hey, look, I've done it before, already this season?
Yeah, and that breeds confidence, and confidence is a killer in professional golf. You have confidence, you can do great things.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 220 yards. In theory, it's a straightforward, though long, par 3. 2 bunkers left and short shouldn't be in play, but the hole does play deceivingly uphill, so a solid strike is a must. Okay, safely aboard. This one, not for the faint of heart. Down a big slope, though it is for birdie. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And she'll stay 1 under for the tournament. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in 2, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge.
Right in between clubs. Actually, I don't know if 5 wood have got there, but that 3 wood was hit so well. And look where it landed. No way it was going to stop on the green. Unlucky.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. So that safely in. It's a par here at the 3rd. And she'll remain at 1 under par. Up next, we come to the par 4 4th hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below. That was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff.
A decision had to be made there. It was perhaps even a layup, but all in all, that's a tremendous shot just to get the ball on the green from there.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie, and she'll get a stroke back. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 5th. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Second shot, good look at the green.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and she'll remain at 2 under. The second par 3 of this front side, another long one, this 6th hole measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you, don't go left, because if you do, you'll be down the cliff and onto the beach here by 5 Mile Point. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Nope. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And she's going to drop to 1 under par. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7th. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Okay, on the green, but let's leave a putt that will get your attention. 12 feet still to go. You betcha, what a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4, it's 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or bomb it over those 2 fairway bunkers, you could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach.
is starting up the right side.
Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. And she'll get a stroke back. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes' front side, the par 5 9. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th, and she'll go out in 32 on this front side, 4 under par. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green. This up the right side off the tee. And that's what we'll need to see on these final 9 holes if they're going to get back into it. That's in the fairway at 10. It's 37 yards to the hole. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And she'll remain at 4 under par. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss it the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And her score is going to stay right where it is. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now this, her second into this par 3. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And her score is going to stay right where it is. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with. Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Oh, that's not going to be good.
Just a gorgeous shot. This has been a clinic today.
Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And with that, she's going to surge into the lead. On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. That ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker.
Delicate bunker shot. Played beautiful.
Now this for another birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And that could prove to be a big one as she ups her lead to 2 shots. 4 holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course. Putting one in the center of this plateaued green is not a bad play here. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And the lead will hold steady at 2 with just the 16th, 17th, and 18th left to play. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes, the par 4 16th. Some golfers play for the upper fairway, which gives you a bit of an angle to the green. Others, they stay down low, which is maybe a little safer. A third option is just to try and carry it over everything, but beware the pot bunkers and the gorse if you choose option C. And that ball definitely slowed up a bit. It'll wind up coming down in the heavy rough. It'll take some effort from this buried line, but a chance now to still reach this green in 2.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And that may just about seal it. It's now a 3-shot lead with 2 holes to play. A lot of these holes here at Bandon Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17th. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left, and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control as that's in the fairway here at 17. Okay, that's acceptable there. Chance now for another birdie. Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And the lead's going to stay at 3. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Second now from the sand here at 18. Okay, that's back into the fairway. Certainly didn't get all of that one, but the end result is a positive. Third shot, looking for a good one. When in doubt, middle of the green will work just fine. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. That should just about wrap this one up. It's a birdie at 18, and I think go ahead and celebrate because that lead now is close to insurmountable. So just a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a 4th career victory. That's impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a totally different lens now, Rich. We know they're good enough. I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA.